What up, everybody, and welcome to Late Night Live number 169. Hello, Kathy and accidentally Steve. Nice to see you. Nice to see everybody who's here. Long time no see. I know we had a Lego week last week. No writing, but we're back to writing today. I guess before we get started, gonna spin the spinning top. Get that going. You can see there's the Lego orrery we designed last week. Or not designed, built. I didn't design it. I wish I could design Lego like that. And then I'm changing things up today a little bit. Normally I'm a tea guy. Sometimes I'm a hot chocolate guy. But today, I happen to have Sprite in my fridge. So today I'm gonna be a Sprite guy. Sprite guy. Hello, JB Fool. Welcome. I'm anticipating feeling my pen might be feeling a little rusty today. Lots of travel, not a lot of sitting at a desk for the past little while. Oh, Hey, is that how I say your name? Welcome to your first stream. Hopefully it's a good one. I'm just pouring my Sprite here. Normally I have tea prepared, but we're gonna have a Sprite day instead of a tea day. We'll see how that goes. Cheers, everybody. They hosted a live model night. Oh, that sounds amazing. Sorry, at first I didn't clock into a live model. But that's dope. How many people join in for that, Kathy? What's going on, Skeet? Nice to see you. Still throws me off that that YouTube shows your guys' actual handle or your actual your handles instead of your names. They've changed it and I'm having trouble recognizing people's names. Alright. Let's get warmed up, shall we? Wait a minute. Does paper have lines? No lines on this paper. Do we want lined paper? Nah. I have some lined paper behind me, but I'll warm up on unlined, I suppose. I have to plan the layout. I'll start it tonight. The layout of a new full alphabet that will be published in a book. So it needs to be a good one. And then hopefully I can execute it all in one shot and let that be what I submit for publication. Fingers crossed. People sketching. That's awesome. Hooray for things like that becoming the norm again after COVID. Oh, Simwaves. Eric, I've never seen your YouTube handle before. Your profile picture is very, very small, but I'm pretty sure that's Eric. A couple weeks ago, YouTube changed something where instead of saying people's names, it now just shows me. I'm trying to figure out if I can change it back in the settings somehow, but it shows me people's actual little handles, and I've never seen Simwaves Eric before. I like that. Simwaves. Oh, Diego's is completely normal. It says Diane Dual Pen, which is interesting. That's what I would expect. I guess, what was your... I'm trying to remember what yours says regularly, Diego. I don't actually know. Nice to see you, by the way. Long time no see. Fun. Penmanship friends in the house. Speaking of full alphabets, Eric, Simwaves1, just recently posted a very, very nice full alphabet. And a really nice signature as well. Coming along very nicely. How's everybody doing this evening? What are you guys up to? Are you at work, Eric? I'm used to you. Aren't you normally in the hospital during stream time some days? Or am I making that up? I'm not gonna rush my warm-up today. Wanna take my time, because we're hoping to get some solid results. You're not old, but that doesn't mean you can't go to bed early. Nice. Well, it's nice to have you here. I am happy to let everybody know I have no scheduled trips out of town until Christmas time. So I know I've missed a whole lot of streams in the past couple months. I feel like I've hardly been home. Spent the last few days, I had friends in town over the weekend from out of town, and then spent the last couple days just getting my head on straight to being back home, playing catch up with a lot of things. What are these crowns about? It's a new thing, Diego. It's I think it has to do with people's chat rate and whatnot. I think it only goes up to 3, but it's the top 1, 2, and 3 chatters, the top fans, as YouTube calls them. Who's top fan right now? Eric's got the top fan spot. I do think it doesn't work like that, Diego. It takes other things into consideration. Flooding, when it first happened, I know Oja Swinney and Lene were messing around testing out how to get points, and flooding didn't help the cause. It's the mystery of the rating number, yeah. Because there comes a point where they like hit a spot, and then I don't know what makes it go higher. I don't remember what conclusion they came up with after testing it out. Mic drop. Yeah, I don't know what has to happen for Eric to lose the spot. I'm not honestly sure. Driving 6 hours by hay, holy moly. Yeah, understandably in bed. Please rest well. Hopefully it was a good drive. Long warm-up today. Feels wonderful to sit and write. It has been far too long. I'm unfortunately not one of those people that's very good at sitting down and writing while on the road. People like Calo Makeart, for example, is extraordinary at that, be it the airport, be it a cafe, be it a restaurant, you name it. She tends to find places to sit and practice and write. I tend to not be quite as good at that. I like to be here when I'm writing, or at a penmanship convention or teaching or something like that. But I'm not that great at. I always have my supplies with me. I rarely travel without at least 2 jars of ink, holders, nibs, all that jazz. But they don't come out very often when I'm on the road. Alright, Diego, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for popping in. Sleep well. It's nice to see you. It's early going to bed for Diego. Whoa! Mr. Mickelson, what's going on? Amazing. And then Annie's here as well. What's going on, Annie? Yo! So for those in the chat, Mr. Mickelson here is one of my old campers at a summer camp that I used to I attended since I was, I think, 6 years old, and then became a counselor in training when I turned, I think, 14, and then at one point was the assistant director of this summer camp not far from where I grew up. Wow. Unfortunately, camp hasn't run the past couple of years. It's in sort of a rough state at the moment. John and I have been having a few messages trying to see if from afar, because I'm not there anymore, if there's anything we can do to help breathe life or to fix or something. They had a couple really rough years where I had spoken to some people who attended, and it wasn't a great time, I don't think, for them. But we're trying to see if something can happen to breathe some life back into the camp. Place was called Camp Mac, short for Camp Macanically. It was and is legitimately one of my favorite places on the entire planet. It's just a peninsula on a lake, not far from where I grew up, but it is, it feels like literally my childhood lives at that summer camp. Wow, that's crazy. I haven't thought about camp in such a long time. Nice. Amazing. Old metal aspirin tins and such make excellent holders for the small... that makes sense. Good pro tip. There we go, that's better. Get uniform. You see over here. Well, this is, I don't know if the camera shows it that well, slightly thicker here than here, which means my hairlines are slightly uneven. There we go. I'll need everybody to cross their fingers for me. There was a call here in Vancouver for a calligraphy stunt double or something in the film industry. A friend of mine sent me a link. They thought of me when they saw the posting, and I submitted some of my work and my face and my hands. So fingers crossed, they like my hands. I've always wanted to do that type of work. I've been in the line to do that type of work a number of times to be a stunt double, but the schedules never work out. Normally I'm out of town. I know there was a big one that happened in Salt Lake that I was hoping to do, but I wasn't able to travel to Salt Lake that time of year. I think that was back when I still lived in LA. Yeah, I mean, not everybody can do calligraphy. You gotta hire a calligraphy. There's gotta be a better term than calligraphy stunt double, stuntaligrapher, calligraphant. No, calligraphant's not good. We need a stunt hand. I'm just a stunt hand. Oh wait, I've been a stunt hand. Not for calligraphy though. What's going on, Pearl Noir? I was once a stunt hand in a deodorant commercial. Unfortunately, the commercial never came out. We shot it I was flown to Buenos Aires to shoot it, and the guy in the commercial was a model, and he was in a bathroom and doing the routine of doing all the stuff, but he was supposed to the hands picked up the can. We did different ones, one with a roll, one with a spray, and then it did all this spinning and twirling Flair bartending kind of with a deodorant different size and different shapes, like stick and spray and roll on. So I had to get used to essentially flare bottling a deodorant. The spray was the most fun one, but yeah, what was the routine? Let's see. It rolled down my forearm. I popped it off my forearm. It spun twice. Grabbed it with this hand, then went up. There was like a few different ones. It was like cha 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 spray, da 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 spray. There was all these like flip 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 grab flip flip spray. And we had to plan it so it rolled down my hand the right amount of times, so that when I grabbed it to spray, the logo still had to be out, but it wasn't just like grabbing a can and showing it. I had to do all of this flippy stuff, and then in the air grab it on the right side so that the logo was out, and then go and like apply the deodorant. So funny. I wish that commercial came out. Unfortunately, it didn't, like so many things in the movie, in the film industry. So fun to film. The commercial itself before that was me dancing around a whole city with all choreography with my arms up in the air, so you'd see that my armpits were super dry and everything. It was so much fun. That was a long time ago. And yeah, like I said, very, very sad that commercial never came out. Would have been cool. Also would have been a good chunk of money. If it came out. You get paid, but then you get paid more once commercials are released. And if they're re-released and whatnot. But there's always a chance it'll come out one day, but I doubt it now. What's going on, Lene? Am I slightly sad that I didn't think of Magic Mike before the movie? I'm friends with the choreographers of Magic Mike, with the people who created it. Fun fact. There was a group of calligraphers that, right when that movie came out, called me Mr. Magic Mike. But they used to call, what was it? No, it wasn't Mr. Magic Mike. They said MrMGWard was what people called. There was a few, not a big group. It wasn't a popular nickname or anything like that. It was just some people were bugging me when that movie came out. And my pen holder was my MrMGWard. It was that might not have been exactly what it was, but it was something to do with Magic Mike. Oh, my name is all over Cat Mac and Nickley. I'm pretty sure I've not graffitied, but I've written my name all over. And yeah, every cabin on that place has something or contribution that I've made there. Oh, I miss that place. I would go and work there again if I had the time and it was good. I would love. It would be a lot of fun. Very saucy. I'm trying to think. Was it? It might have been. Was it Fozzie and them? I can't remember even who it was now. Okay, now is my hand gonna be cooperative today? Oh, no ink on that one. The good old days. I do miss being on sets and things like that. It was very fun. Never been on set as a calligrapher, but I would enjoy doing it. I know David Grimes did a gig in, I think it was in LA a number of years ago. I remember getting called for that one. I don't remember the gig, but I remember getting called for one, and I heard that he got it afterwards. I think my hands looked too small for the character, unfortunately. My tiny little hands. Oh. My birds are still chirping. I don't know if you guys can... I don't know. I don't assume the microphone picks that up, but I'm going to turn them off anyways. For those of you who don't know, I don't know if I've ever said this on stream before. Maybe I have. From first thing in the morning in my apartment, nature sounds play, like birds in the woods. Birds singing and whatnot play all day long until I go to bed. How do I turn it off? I don't actually know. Okay, Google, turn off music. There we go. Won't turn off this music, but that'll turn off the birds. That's amazing, Kathy. How many tools does your tool roll fit? Close that shade a little sooner. Oh, that would have been better. There we go. Question, do you guys prefer the variation of A so there's 3 options I can really go with, or that I would tend to go with for the A on the exit stroke. There's that standard one, pretend that's a little bit nicer of a connection. Then there's the one that has the shade, so same idea. But has a shade there. And then one that I don't do nearly as often. Oh, that's way too big of a loop, but like a little loop, kind of like this one has a little bit of a loop. Which do you guys like? 1, 2, or 3? Oh, that sounds dope, Annie. 2? I habitually tend to do 2 most, just naturally. So I like that vote, Eric. I'm leaning towards 1 and 2. Kathy's also 2. Sweet. Now, for the B, do I go simple for this B? A little more loopy? Which I feel like that's sort of the standard. That's what I do most often. Or a lot more loopy. Do I have space to fit this in on the side of the page? What do we think? 1, 2, or 3? I feel like I'm at the eye doctor. What's better? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. To me, they're simple. Not simple to execute, but in design, I guess. That pouch does sound amazing, Kathy. I agree. 2 again. My standard 1. Well, all right. Oh, but Kathy likes number 3. 3 is fun. A little more risky to execute. For the C, I'm debating going rather than using a standard like so, instead of doing a standard C like so, I'm debating doing one of these. With that little, not a huge thing on top, but I'm debating going with that look instead. Maybe. I still gotta shorten that shade a little bit. I'm undecided, but I have been liking that shade lately. Or that little, just the look of it. Whoops. Second C, right on. Cool. And he votes 2. Nice. For the B. The C is just the 2 options. What other C's are there? I guess there's ones without the horizontal entry. I don't usually do this one though. Oh, there's also not super dissimilar to the second one. There's that one. I didn't shade it, but there's that one. Doesn't Kanan have one of those in his... How's Kanan's signature go? He has 2 variations of C, doesn't he, in his name, or is it 3? I think he does those. What's up, Walker? Long time no see. Shout out to Walker and Eric and Annie and everybody who's been active on the Discord while I have sort of been a little on the absent side. As always, I do apologize. I lurk. I think I gotta fix my notification settings. I feel like my Discord notifications got turned off, so then I'm not in the habit of checking it out nearly as often. I gotta turn those back on to keep up with all the conversations. And when it comes to the capital D, we get problematic. What variation I want to use? I will probably use... probably that one, I'm guessing. The Discord's where it's at. The CREATRIUM! Oh, there's one like so, potentially. It's not a commission. It's the Speedball textbook, where they're doing the new edition of the Speedball textbook. So I requested to revamp my alphabet that's in the Speedball textbook for the ornamental penmanship page. And I just want to revamp it, so I'm just sort of... I'm wanting to do it in a one shot with a different format than I did the last one. I haven't decided what format I want to go with yet. It's most of the vintage examples are sort of wide and short, but because the book is narrow and long, none of the traditional sort of layouts that they use work super well. So I'm deciding if I want it to be really clean and just a little more spaced out than the last one. Because, yeah, the current edition of the Speedball textbook is my alphabet as well. But I'm debating if I want to dive in a little deeper and try to do not every letter, obviously, but if I want to do some like ornamental connections within the page. to connect certain things here or there, but then keep the whole thing looking good. I want to dive in a little deeper on it if I can, basically try to show off a bit. That's what they told me. Was that just to, I mean, we don't have to change the alphabet, it was my request, but they said, do whatever you want and show off. So I gotta come up with something good. And then brush the rust off so that I can execute it good. Well, I've connected a whole alphabet before, but that's challenging. To do it all. I mean, I can design a full connected alphabet, but I worry about execution on a fully connected alphabet, if I'm honest. I mean, I would love to. That would be brilliant. I actually would love to. The space doesn't work for the book, but one day I want to take, I call it my Superman alphabet. But I have an alphabet print that's sort of in the shape of like a diamond or a Superman symbol. And it's got connections that go all through the whole thing. It's really weird. But I would love to execute that one day with ornamental penmanship. It'd be really fun. Actually, let me grab a copy of it so you guys can know what I'm talking about. I'll be right back. It's just right over here. I just gotta go off screen to reach my file cabinet. Reach in the file cabinet. This one. So this was a designed alphabet, not a rapidly written alphabet. But how cool would it be to do something kind of like this, where the connections aren't just like A to B to C to D? Like, where do we start here? Technically, it's like the A starts down here at the F. We do the entry oval of the F backwards to go up into the A, and then the A finishes to go all the way around. It makes the B. Then from the B, instead of going over to the C, we go down to do the H, and then the H goes over down here to do the P, and then it finishes. So that's the first stroke. From the A, the B, the H to the P is stroke number 1. How cool would it be to execute that? I wish. I don't know if I have the skill. It would take a lot of practice. I haven't looked at this in a long time. Okay, where's stroke number 2 then? That would be C. Oh, C's not connected to anything. That's one of the secrets. I think it's C and O. Oh no, O is connected to the M. But yeah, C is just completely standalone, all on its own. It just has an exit flourish. Then the D goes to the E, so just D and E standard. Then we finish the F. We have the G that goes into the L, that then goes into the M, so that we have GLM is our 4th stroke. Then what? GLM. Then we go to the I at that point, I guess. The I is also standalone, not connected to anything. The J starts again like with a backwards entrance oval of the K to go into the J, to go into this weird connection, to go into the Q. The cross of the Q goes into the R, that's standard. Just like so. Then what letter haven't we hit yet? H, L. Then we go back, then we go to N. N goes into the O. It's a little messy in here. I remember not enjoying designing this part in the middle. N is the O, or N to the O. That's standard. We already did the P, Q, and the R. So then we go to S. S starts with this hard point of the T. S is standalone. After that, then we have the stem of the T. We do the T cross backwards to go up into the U, to go into the V, into the W, and then I think we have the X going into the Y, going into the Z. So the base is standard. Yeah, it'd be fun to try to write that, I think. But Not for this project. Also, the format wouldn't work for the Speedball textbook anyways, for the shape on the page. My alphabet got put into the textbook. How many years ago? When did they do the last edition? 2 years ago? 3 years ago? The 25th edition. Is there a date? Date. I don't think there's a date. That's surprising. The back? Here it says 2021. I don't know if we did this in 2021. Anyways, yeah, my alphabet is in here. I'll show you what we're revamping. There it is. What's going on, Limmer? So that's the one, that's how it looks currently. Capitals and lowercase. I think the new one's gonna have something else up here, and then the capitals will be here and the lowercase will be on another page. But I want to revamp this. Maybe the same layout of letters, but try to work some connections in there. What do you think would be, what would your guys' vote be? To have it be connected like A to B, B to C, C to D, and so forth? Or like wackadoodle connections, like what was in that print where the A goes down to the E and the E goes to the J, or some weird stuff like that? What are your thoughts? One is far less traditional. But I'm curious, since we can pretty much try to do anything. Zoom back in. Limmer says conventional. I also thought of trying to replicate this fun alphabet, which of all the print blocks that I have, and I have quite a few, I've been able to find most of them, the majority of them, in print, but this one, for whatever reason, I can't find in print anywhere in any of the scanned business educators. Well, I feel like in confidence I'd say that it's not in the what is scanned, what we have scanned of the business educators. But it's a cool one, because it goes, as example, from the A to the B, and the B goes, it just crosses, it doesn't connect. But there are connections, C standalone, D standalone, I think the F. All the other ones are standalone. I thought there were more connections in here. But it's a really nice alphabet. It's one of my favorite little full alphabets, and it's unique because I've never been able to find where it was printed. Maybe it was never printed, though I feel like it was. I don't know what penman did it. I hope to find it one day. But I've tried to look, hoping that I'll stumble across it one day. If you're ever wanting some full alphabet inspiration, I put a link in the description of this live video to a PDF that's created with all of the business educator full alphabets, or all the ones that we have scanned anyways. If you're interested in that, if you want some full alphabet inspiration, What am I doing? What's going on, Jose? Nice to see you. What's the first page? A, B, C, D? Yeah. We can get pretty easy conventional. So maybe I'll do that for the first row. I'm not a huge fan of that C to D connection, if I'm honest. I don't like the way it looks in there. Looped connection or entry stroke connection? Which do we like better? Oh yeah, happy Remembrance Day, everybody. Or we take the C bottom super big. That fits in there. No worries, Lynn. No worries, Kathy. Sidetractedness, is that a word? Is allowed. Move our Lego model out of the way. The one on the lower line. Less conventional, that. Oh, we can't do that one because we're coming from the B. I realize. When we're coming from here, we kind of have to do like that. Something to work on. Oh, which one are you looking for, Limmer? Specifically. Most of them are scanned. They shouldn't be hard to find. Well, I mean, there's 2 manuals, basically, of Zayner's. For business penmanship, and then his ornamental penmanship one. Or do we want to do something like that? Instead of having the alphabet just be A, B, C, D, do I want to throw in, like, the occasional, like, really big letter? Like, this may be a bad example. But if we were to do, like, A... Whoops, bad shade. couple really large letters for no real reason thrown in so the height always changes, or does that look messy? I thought of that just because when I do signatures and whatnot, it's fun to throw in that really, really large starting E sometimes. Blozer's E. So it'd be cool to have something like that in an alphabet. If I could work out the negative space, so the flourishes or the entry and exit strokes fill the other space. That could be cool. Decisions. Now I'm thinking of choosing big letters so they spell something. But that is probably a little too extreme. Maybe they should just be at random. If I do big letters at all. I don't know. We're massively spitballing today. It is, Kathy. It's, I mean, I was born on a farm. I love nature, but if I'm completely honest, I don't get out of the house nearly as much as I would like to. I don't get out into nature as much as I should. It's something I'm working on. Also, I basically live in a rainforest. Look at, there's green and plants and stuff everywhere in my apartment. I have to get rid of a bunch, but it sort of feeds into that as well. My apartment just sounds like a rainforest all the time. Sounds like a rainforest, smells like leather and wood, basically. That's my home. Making a word would be really neat. I do feel like this design could be really cool. It's going to take some more thinking about than I had intended. But I gotta choose, I guess, which are my show-off letters. The E, I want to be big. The B, I feel like I would want to be big because I like that letter. What's another good letter that scales well? Whoops, that's supposed to go into L. We could do a giant M. Giant K is a good letter to be big. K looks cool when it's massive. But then so far we've spelt B-E-K or B-E-I-K potentially. Bake. Yeah, finding a good word that has letters in alphabetical order is going to be a challenge. I might just have to make the letters big and not worry about spelling a word. What camera am I using? My top-down camera, that one, is... Oh, I forgot to lock the focus. Whoops, I just realized it focused on my finger there. Sorry. My top-down camera is a Sony A6400 mirrorless camera. And then my face cam is just an old cell phone that I use the program IV Cam as my... to turn it into a webcam, basically. And I load them both into OBS broadcasting software so that my face cam can be small up in the corner. Yeah, I don't own a document camera or anything like that. I have a far too elaborate of a setup for my camera and everything. It's very intense. But I really like my A6400. It does a really good job. Very good quality. And I will be getting a new computer soon, so it'll be able to handle better quality and whatnot relatively soon as well, which I'm excited for. Oh, question for everybody. In the last Speedball textbook, I used this variation of the N because I find that to be a fun variation. I think that's the one I used. Oh no, I didn't. I did different. I did this one. Like so. So I'm debating this time around using this variation. Wait, a little more loop on that second stroke. Just because it's a slightly more unorthodox N that I like using. Like so. Or should I stick to the standard like so, or maybe even without a shade? What are your thoughts? Yeah, so I use a USB capture card to get the Sony camera into my computer, or the Sony stream into my computer. And then when I teach classes, I use, again, OBS, which is the software that allows the camera to, it allows me to move the different cameras around and whatnot like that. And then that can, again, go X out to like Zoom or something like that. I don't teach on Zoom very often, but when I do, that's how I do it, through OBS. Or sometimes, like when I teach for Mont Blanc, sometimes we'll have two different, instead of this dual camera setup, I'll have the two cameras go into Zoom or whatnot separately. So then I'll use the top-down camera as it basically OBS turns it into a webcam, and then the face cam goes in as a second webcam, so that both webcams can be in a stream as well if I want them to be separate. So students can click back and forth if they want to see my face or see top-down, if they don't want this sort of picture-in-picture view that I have now. I use a Windows. I am a Windows user. I understand why people like Mac, but I'm personally not a fan. I have fixed friends' Macs before, but I'm not a fan of the Mac world. So I am a PC. But my PC is getting old. It's in need of a replacement. And I'm about to do something that I haven't done since I was in high school, which I'm equal parts very stressed out about, but also very excited for. I am gonna be, I think, building my own desktop machine. Because my laptop is still good, it's just getting a little old for all of the video, and when I'm editing 4K footage of streaming and all that kind of stuff, it's just a little much for my old laptop. But I don't do a lot of that on the road. So my laptop is still good, and I can still use it when I'm traveling. And since I use a network storage drive anyways, hello Lam Huang. I can use my desktop when I'm home and my laptop when I'm traveling, is the thought. I've never done that since high school. It's been so many years that I've been laptop only. So I'm very nervous, but also excited to have an actual tower. Will be interesting. Jose says the first one, that one. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do, because I like that variation of the N. No fun aesthetics for me. I'm not into the RGB and lit fans and everything like that. I think it will be nice. The case that I'm looking at has like wood and whatnot on it, so it's pretty. It very much matches sort of the aesthetic of my back wall and everything. Not that you'll be able to see it, it'll be on the floor. But I'm not doing lights and all the schnazzy gaming PC stuff. The internals will essentially, it's gonna be a gaming PC, though I play games, but not a lot of super graphic intensive and not a lot of games. So it's just gonna be a powerful, we'll call it a media creation PC, basically. Question about the L. How do you guys feel? Some people I've spoken to in the past don't like it, but if I didn't make the K big, but I made the L big, so if the K was just like this, but then the L was... How do we feel about... It's maybe a bad example of that L. Something like that. How do we feel about that variation of the L? Let me do KLM with a small K, large L, small M. That's what I'm thinking. Not the best execution on that L at all, but yeah, wood, copper, and I mean, that's basically everything in my apartment is brown leather, dark black, or yeah, pipe and wood. That's everything is wood and black. So that just made sense as a computer case to go for. Let me see if I can do that one better. I messed that L up. I really like that L, but I know not everybody does. If people don't like that L, I can do the K big instead. Bad connection in the middle there, but... And I guess it would go bigger. It would be big like that size, I guess. Just go over that whole thing. We like that? We think that looks alright? Still looks like an L? Thank you very much, Lene. I was thinking just today, actually, I need to declutter, not this wall. This wall behind me, I mean, it is cluttered. There's a lot of stuff on it, but I love it. But my apartment is very, very small and very, very full. I have a lot of stuff. And I don't necessarily want to get rid of a ton. I need to get rid of some. I need to do some like spring cleaning, getting rid of stuff. But I was thinking I need to treat it like I'm moving. So I essentially like pack up a room to move to a new apartment, but then selectively repack the room. That's what I feel like I have to do to get rid of some stuff. And just start posting a ton of stuff on Facebook Marketplace. Like I have an entire closet that's full of shoes that I haven't worn in many, many years that I need to get rid of. Some that don't even fit me from back when I was painting shoes. I got a closet full of shoes that don't even fit me. It's silly. Taking up space. So yeah, I gotta do spring cleaning. And now that we're coming into winter, I gotta dig out all my old sweaters and whatnot and decide which ones I'm gonna wear, which ones I should just get rid of. because they aren't my style anymore. I don't even know what my style is anymore. I just wear CREATRIUM shirts every day. I need to revamp my style. Yeah, it's a very needed organization and downside. I just have a lot of stuff that I have to get rid of. I'm a bit of a hoarder, but not emotionally attached to things. So if they don't have a purpose, then I won't keep them. But I tend to keep things because I find use for things. Cool. And what other letters big? L, M, N. O is boring if it's big. P could be big. Q, R. Ooh, the S could be big. Oh, Kathy has taken back the #1 spot now that it looks like Eric is gone. Yeah, lots of creative bits and bobs, but a lot of it is stuff that I know I have to get rid of. Like I think in my hallway currently, there is 6 or 7 banker boxes of leather, just leather, that I have. It's too small to make blotters out of, and I wrap lots of things in leather, but I don't have time to do that much, to use that much. To me, it's scrap leather. I need to get rid of it, but it'd be worth something to somebody, for leather crafters and whatnot. But there's a ton of it. I don't feel like I'm a hoarder, but I do own too many things for the amount of space that I have in this apartment. That is a guarantee. Oh, how do we want to go from the N into the O? Which O variation do I want to use? That feels relatively busy in there, but it works. Or whoa, I messed that up a lot. Do we do something like that? That works. That's a smart idea, Lene. I have all my drawers have leather bottoms to them. Basically everything I own is wrapped in leather. Even my little nib tins have leather tops. I use the excess leather. Jars have leather stitched around. There's leather everywhere. But I have way too much scrap leather. So I've sort of stopped. I'm still making blotters, but I've stopped doing a lot of blotters until I get rid of some of the excess leather I have, and then I can get more good blotter leather in, because it takes up a lot of space, because it's big pieces. Oh, that's a good idea, Kathy. Nope, I don't like doing that way. I'll probably do that one. And then the P, probably do the P standalone. Maybe the P will be big. Oh, if I was gonna, the P I was gonna use, whoops, that one doesn't go big super well, but a variation like, oh, and I could do it out of that O potentially. A variation of P like this could be larger, which could look cool. I have a sewing machine, I'm just not the best at using it, unfortunately. So I'm not great at sewing leather things. And the leather I use, it's not like the leather that people would use to make wallets and things like that. It's not really leathercraft leather. It's not veg tan leather. It's technically it's upholstery leather. It's very soft. If I got good at sewing, I could just make a whole bunch of these. Just like little pen wraps, individual pen pouches, which I really like. These ones are hand stitched, which look really good, but they take too long, and for the time they take, it's not. I mean, I can't sell them for anything unless I customize them for people. Then I could do that, but I need to like mass produce these with a sewing machine one day with all the free time. If I was gonna do that too, though, I should get a leather punch made to cut out the pieces I require, which I could do. I could order a leather punch. I have a arbor press that can be used, but it should be strong enough to punch through leather. If I had a cookie cutter, where were we? P, right. I use that variation of P. Maybe different than that. What if we did we could do a snazzy P like so, potentially. I didn't see specifically one mod skill tree, but like my arbor press does hold. It can hold leather punch tools. I've seen some people that make it even easier where you can they use magnets, so you can just stick a magnet. Just get a magnet on the, I don't remember what it's called, but on the punch part, so that you can just take the leather punches and whatnot and they just magnet on, and then you can use them. I have some leather punches. I haven't tested them. I have one that's wallet shaped. I don't actually know where it is. I should get that out and test it, since I haven't tested on this arbor press yet. But I could make some leather cookie cutters for making pen wraps and things like that, or even, I know I'm talking and not doing a lot of writing yet, since Kathy was talking about her pen wrap. There's these that I've made before, which again are hand stitched, and they take too long to hand stitch. I really like them, but they take too long to hand stitch. But I am a fan of the design of them. This is where all my pilot parallels live. Except one. Where's I'm missing one. Is it red? Oh well. It even says MGWard. But the stitching takes way too long by hand. They're fun. I've made a bunch of them over the years to hold my fountain pens and who knows what. Different tools, but I need to do some foiling on some of them though, people. Lots of ideas. Now just need to execute and actually do it. Where are we going? To there. It's a weird exit to the B. I don't know why I did it like that. So we would do the B better, but that would be the first line in theory. Then we would do need another big letter here. The I or the H? H is kind of a boring letter to have be big. I wish I could get all the way to G. Or sorry, J. I would like to do a giant J. But that would end up going like here. Which I don't think that really works. Or maybe it does. If it's so big that it goes on the right of the D, those could be lower. Try J. Then we would have our K. Small. And then we have our large L into our M. Into the neat N. Oh, and then the O's on its own page, which I like actually. Huh. We're winging this to see what we can come up with. LMN. Well, I guess the O could still fit there under the J. Maybe. We'll see. Technically, this, if that flourish went like that, then that would fill that space. Lee Valley's pretty great. I have to go there and get some new micro mesh pads one of these days, or order from there, I guess. Good. Now, where do we want our next large letter? Could be an OP right in the middle here. Oh, that's very soon after. Large P. Oh, which Q to use? What Q did I use last time? I used the GQ. QRS. Giant W, small x, small y, and then a big Z. I don't like how close that is to the big W, though. All in all, though, so now that you sort of see the idea, what do we think of the random large letters? They don't spell anything. I might do the V big instead of the W, I guess, just because I don't like how close the W is to the Z. Or I keep the Z small and do a really big ampersand. Or a big Y. We could do a massive Y instead of a Z. Not against that. Decisions. I'm not mad at the whole idea, though. And the connections are cool. And it will fill a page nicely. Not a bad idea. Now, let me try to tweak which ones are large. Keep this here for reference. We'll try again. Again, just roughing these out to see. A, B, C, D does seem quite short. Unless I center that first line instead of having it be left justified. Did that too far to the right. Shoot. Do over. It's a B. I think when the B is so big, it needs another loop in the middle. Maybe. Maybe not. But maybe. Yeah, it needs something like that. If I could manage to hit that, would be very cool. A little far apart in this instance. Okay, so this one, did we not take up enough space with the L? So that I have, because now P is on the wrong line. I messed it up. Huh. Well, let's roll with it and see what happens. If I put my Q down here, small. Whoops, meant to do that. Messed that up. I don't want that to connect in there. That's really weird. That doesn't work. No ampersand on this one, but interesting. Very, very curious, my friends. Very curious indeed. There's lots of places where larger letters can go. I gotta really give this some thought to see where I need to fill space. Maybe I need more big letters. Don't know that I love A, B, C, D being so much shorter than the other lines. But I want the E. I mean, I guess the E doesn't have to be big. Technically. The E is just a really easy letter to do large. We could technically do A, large B, C, D, E all on the first line, I guess. Maybe. Oops. No need to apologize. Tonight we're just drinking Sprite. Taking a tea break. So if we did something like that instead, with just the big B, then we have... Oh! F, G, H, I, O, and then just the J on this one. F, G, H, I, J. And it's the same amount of letters. I highly dislike F's coming right before G's. The F always, I feel like, messes up the vibe of my G because of this bit. Every time. I like G's, and I love F's, but I don't like when they're back to back. Unfortunately. None of these letters really, I'd have to get really creative to have them connect with each other a little better. They're not connected as of right now. Little trick stroke there. Fun. Get our big J. Ow. Milk. Try J. Then what do we want? Now we have our K and our L. I feel like the way this is panning out, though, I want the K to be big instead of the L this time. So we're going to do a large K and see how that goes. into a standard L. Into a standard M. L, M, N, O, P. Yeah, we want to get all... No, K, L, M, N, O. We should get just to... Oh, I want the P to be on the... Let's see what happens. Whoops. Maybe like that. That gets us there. A, B, C, D, E, K, L, M, N, O. Yeah, the same. I didn't think those added up, but they do. Okay, then we have our P, Q, R, S, T. P, Q, R, S, T. Which one do we want big? P, Q, the R, or the S? PQR, giant S, small t. Wait, this has to go bigger down that way. PQRST. I think I like this one the best so far. How it's coming together. I did the R too big, but that's okay. PQRST, UVWX, and then Y and Z on their own line. UVW, yeah. UVWX. That's one letter too short. UVWX, Y and Z. UVWXY and Z. Ooh, what do we like better? UVWX, Y and Z, or UVWXY and Z? I feel like the first one makes the most sense. Sorry, I know you guys are having your own conversation, which is fine. UV, yeah, we'll just spread these out. Which one's big? UVW. Maybe the U has to be big. Giant U. Into a small V. UVWX. I'm not a huge fan of how that line looks. Gotta be more creative with that one. UVWX. And then at the very bottom, small y. Ampersand. And then to finish us off, we go wackadoodle with a Z or a Z. Z. And big Z. Big Z. Does that work? What do we think of that as a format? Is that too... Because it's not... Do we like that? I think I kind of do, but I can't decide. And then our big letters are BJKSUZ, whatever that spells. Bajacuse. Bajacuse. Ooh, Bajacuse. For the Poirot fans, Jacuse. Is that Poirot? 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 Who's the French detective? Poirot, British detective? Oh, do we need a large W? I guess I could do the U small, I could do U, V, and then the W would fit about right here. But then, if the W is big, it's really close to the S. I need something big in this area. I don't know if the W can be big. Oh, my neck hurts today. I don't know why. Why does my neck hurt? I need to stretch. This line I'm not happy with. UVWX. Y and Z. Maybe it has to be UVWX, Y, and Z. Let me just try that and see how that looks. Poirot. Oh, he's Belgian. Noted. My apologies. I didn't know that. I thought he was French. Sorry, everybody. My apologies to the Poirot fans out there. I did not intend to mislead. Okay, UVWXY and Z. UVWXY. Okay. Still the big U? UV, whoops. Ah, understood. I've never actually watched any Poirot, so that's good to know. It's on my list of things to watch because I feel like I will really, really like it since I'm a big Sherlock fan. But I've never watched it. UVW. To think of some clever way of connecting these later. Into our Y. UVWXY. And then on the next line we just have the ampersand. And then a wackadoodle Z. Okay, I think I like that better as an ending. Maybe. Oh, I don't know the theme song. So much I don't know about Belgian Poirot. Wait, does he roll like a Poirot, like French? Poirot with the tongue? Or ro with the throat? Tongue? Throat? Poirot? Poirot? I don't know. Okay, I do think I like that ending better. I do wish the W was large, but I think it's too close to the Z the way this is formatted. Throat, I think that makes sense. Cool. I'm liking this idea. This can shift over ever so slightly to the left. But that works. Well, I guess technically there could be some explanation. Since it's a book, I wanted to get some text explanation of something. That could technically go right there. Interesting. Sweet. I gotta give that, I think I gotta sleep on that and give that some thought to see if I want to use that format. Also, maybe I'll do up a concept and send it to them and make sure they like the idea of the scattered large letters that spell budge. Oh no, there's the S. BJKSUZ. Budjiksuz. 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 Suz. It's almost sus. Budjiksuz. 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 If you have a friend named Budjik, if he says something, Budjiksuz. I'm speaking nonsense. Shut your mouth, Mike. Nonsense. That's better. I gotta decide for the lowercase letters. The last publication, they were all separate like this. Do I want to connect them in like a running hand? I think I like the idea of them being connected. Something like so. I think I like that better. Oops, I wrote that last line out of frame. Or maybe I gotta see the width of the... I did it in 3 lines last time. I guess I could, yeah, I could format it however I require. Cool. Good ideas. I needed a session like this to work through some potential ideas. Now we just gotta brush the dust off so I can execute the darn thing the way I want to. So all the letters look the way I need them to. Sorry, out of frame. I want those to be more horizontal. Yeah, like that. Coming out of that beat. Excuse me. Control that shade, Mike. Better. Oh, what's the word of the day today? I'm behind on word of the day. I should do today's word of the day. Let's check it out. Was it started with a T, didn't it? MrMGWard. Today's November 11th? Yeah. Dowdy. Dowdy is a word with an old-fashioned flair used to describe someone who is brave, strong, and determined. Dowdy. Is that how you say it?
Dowdy.
Yes. Dowdy. Dowdy. D-O-U-G-H-T-Y. Well, why does it have to start with a capital D? The capital D is going to be the bane of my existence on this alphabet, getting everything worked out. Pull myself away a little bit. He's writing so far on the screen. Dowdy? Is D-O-W-D-Y a word? Is dowdy a word? Thanks a lot, Kathy. Have a wonderful evening. And accidentally, Steve. Thanks for hanging out, as always. Feels good to be back to writing. Good writing vibes. Dowdy. Oh, interesting that Dowdy and Dowdy are so close to each other. Oh, way earlier, I fully got distracted with the alphabet. Who was? I don't know if you're still here. You were asking about manual number. Oh goodness, was it manual number? Which one is that? 144. 2 seconds. Let me see if that's one of the one that's on the Discord. And business penmanship resources. Yeah, manual number 144. That's the one. I don't remember the name of the person who was asking for it. I apologize. But if you go to thecreatrium.com, CREATRIUM, thecreatrium.com, that's our Discord server. On there, if you go to BP Resources, the Business Penmanship Resources page, there is a link to manual number 144 that I have just on my Google Drive. I apologize, maybe speaking to nobody now because that individual might not be here anymore. Whoopsies. Itchy head. But I have that scan does exist. I also believe it exists on archive.org. If you look it up there, I believe Ross has a scanned version of it there as well. Night, humans. That gets so wonky shaped. I need a reference real quick. Just pulling out PZ Blowser's Lessons in Ornamental Penmanship just to look at its capital D to see where I'm missing the mark. The part that always gets me, I like the look of this downstroke comes here. The oval being on this angle as it goes in like so. That's the way I feel like I like how it looks. But in all the old books, there's just slightly more curve here than what I put in. And anytime I do that, I tend to get like too much curve. It's very subtle. And then this drastic compound curve. I don't make drastic enough. And then the transition to the angled oval. So that this crosses after the main part of the curve. So it's not crossing while this is still curving, because that's not a good cross. Is my capital D feeling dowdy? D-O-U-B-T-Y. Get this angle going right there. Oh, if it happened over here too. Do you doubt the doubtingness of your dreading doubtingness? Yes. Yes, I do. I'm pretty sure, without fail, the capital D has been the letter that I've had the most trouble with. I feel like it's mostly just a mental block now. Just an imaginary issue. An imaginary hurdle. Oh, I'm out of Sprite. I finished my Sprite. I don't always finish my tea, but I finished my Sprite. And I don't have to worry about it getting cold, like my tea. Because it's already cold. That's better. My desk a little bit. Well, now this just turned into capital D practice. Because to get through the alphabet, I can't make mistakes. And the capital D is where the biggest mistake is likely going to come in. There's a little bug that's been flying around my hand and face for a while. I don't know where it is. I can't see it. But it hovers in and then hovers out. Fly or something. Go away, little bug. You are very distracting. That's better. This is the one that it kind of needs to be coming from the capital C. Nope, nope. What is happening? 2 nib snaps in a row. Where's my loop? Still packed away from travel. Or did I mess up the point there? Messed up my tip. Might have just got finger oils on it. We'll see. We'll see. That's better. That's better. I just looked through the loop to see ever so slight misalignment that was causing the occasional nib snap. Just little tweaks here and there to stop that from happening. I think I need to, this loop. This is good. It's drastic compound curve, which I like. This needs to go this way a little bit more. So the drastic compound curve happens here, which then I'll be happier with. This loop has to go to the left more. Noted. little bit more. I don't think I made it better. Whoops. This is one of the nibs where it's been sharpened, it's very sharp, but from the factory the nib slit is angled a little bit. So then when the tines get sharp, if they get misaligned, the one ends up being very, very sharp. When it touches the paper. I wish that was a quality control issue that they could completely eradicate. It's very unhelpful. Or if I had a machine that could hold the tines together and I could just twist them so that nib slit was vertical and not angled. It happens quite often though. Unfortunately. But that's just part of the game these days. It's not so much, it's not misaligned. It's just, for some reason, some of the nib slits end up just being crooked. Or just, it's like an angled nib slit. I don't know why it comes that way sometimes out of the factory, but it happens relatively often. Happens with the Leonard principles sometimes too. Not quite as much, but it does. It's the same place that I was catching. Why am I getting a nib catch there? Better. Better. I agree. I agree. Smooth that out a little bit, shall we? That's the one we want. Compound curve over, and then it curves underneath. Compound curve. That's the shape there that I want. That's better. Yeah, like my favorite F, the G fully, they don't go back to back well. Because they overlap strange, unless they're super far apart. So I could never do my favorite G and my favorite F back to back. Fix that entry over, Mike. Thank you very much. I quite like the capital G. It's a fun one to write. Fix that right up there. Exit coming out of that shade. Better. That's better. No, flat top. That's what we want. Too sharp. Too sharp. That's better. So it's not a proposal, they just need it. It's the deadline to get everything ready for print for the book is the end of November. So I still have some time, but... And I could technically, like most of the things that go into a book like that, I could do like what the old guys would do in the old prints where I would do, well, if the letters weren't connected, you could do every letter individual. A, pick your best A, put it in there, best B, best C, best D, and so on and so forth. Or, now that things are connected, I could sort of do each line one at a time. But what I would love, and I don't know if this will happen or not, but the goal is to have one original that is just finished directly from the pen, and then I would love that to be what is scanned and then go straight into the book. That would make me very happy. So then the exactly what's in the book exists ink to paper somewhere, like in my scrapbook basically. And I think I can do it. I just gotta brush the dust off and warm up and do some clean letters, basically. I think I'm gonna end there tonight. It's a very chill night. Feeling very mellow. My Sprite is finished. Lene has nobody to chat with in the chat tonight. But very happy to be back with writing sessions. As always, if you have any ideas for future streams, drop them in the comments below. Like I said, not going out of town from now until Christmas, so we have a number of streams that we won't be taking breaks because I'm always away. I will be around. Also, as always, thank you very much everybody for hanging out with me tonight. This was fun. Pinning stop, spinning, wow, pinning stop, spinning top, still going strong. That's what I was trying to say, which is wonderful. Thank you very much for hanging out with me today. I hope that you are falling in love with the process. And don't forget that life should be just a bit of silliness, really. Bye-bye, everyone. And stream. Hiya.